really pumped to talk about this next segment here. The 2026 Transplant Games are coming to the Mile High City. So transplant recipients, living donors, and donor families will all come together to compete and to celebrate life. I think this is going to be amazing. So happy to have with us certified patient care technician at DaVita, Stephanie Ogon. Am I saying that?
Ogan.
Ogan Dvorak. Am I saying that right? Ogan Dvorak. As well as Bobby Click, who is a living donor. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, both of you. I'm very invested in this because I think organ donation is so vital, and everyone, I think, should put it on their driver's license. If you haven't, you can choose to do that. Stephanie, more than 100,000 people are on the waiting list, most of them waiting for kidney, which I did not know. Yeah. Share what the wait and the treatment is like for patients.
So I have been with DaVita for 29 years.
Oh, wow.
So this is very passionate about this. This is what I do with my life. And most people don't know that the leading causes to kidney failure is diabetes and high blood pressure. So awareness there. So I've taken care of many kidney failure patients, and part of that process is starting dialysis.
For sure, which is so intensive for them.
Yes, and so on a caregiver side, getting them signed up for transplant is crucial.
Yes.
And very important. Yeah. Which that process can also be very long and
brutal
for them.
Yeah.
Scary, emotionally. So that's what we do, is we get them prepared for that and get that process started.
Bless you. That's an amazing thing, because not only is the dialysis traumatic, so is the waiting. I mean, that's a big part of this, I think, the mental health of this. As a caregiver at DaVita, you're on the front lines as patients wait, and I just want to know, like, how do you help them go through that waiting period, like the journey of that?
So it really takes a team, and we have our core team, from social workers to dietitians to the PCTs to the nurses to the doctors.
I bow down for the nurses.
And and we're just right there helping them in this journey.
Yeah.
It's scary, overwhelming, but with all of us doing what we need and giving them the best care possible, because patients can be on the transplant list
for years,
for months, years even, and they just being there for them, emotionally, physically, and that's what.
And take time for your caregivers. It also takes a toll. I've been a caregiver, and it's also, I hope you're taking care of yourself as well.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Bobby, you donated a portion of your liver. Woo! I'm so amazed by this. The liver regenerates, and you can do it right there while the other person's getting it. You do it at the same time, right? It's like a quick transfer.
Yeah, I was at CU Anschutz, and the recipient was across the street at Children's, and they walked it from one to the other.
Unbelievable. What made you decide to do this?
Yeah, I'm a father. I've got 2 healthy young boys, and
who are here, by the way, and cute as heck. Hi, guys.
It's hard to imagine, being a parent in a situation where you have a child and you feel like you're unable to help.
Yeah.
I personally, as a parent, couldn't imagine that. So when I was given the opportunity, because I'm healthy, I started researching being able to help a parent and a child that's their reality.
Yeah, right.
So I felt like it was the right thing to do. I felt like that I just wanted to help however I could.
What are your kids' names?
So Lawson and Rhodes.
Let's get a shot of them. Lawson and Rhodes. Wave, wave, wave. Big wave. Small wave. That's fine. I'll take that. Nice job. Your dad's a hero, by the way. I hope you know that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable that you did that. I always find it so selfless when I hear about this. How long for you, Bobby, did it take to recover?
Yeah, I think that's probably the question I get asked the most.
I'm
right?
sure.
It's like, how tough was it?
Yeah.
And honestly, it didn't feel like a major surgery for
Really,
me, right?
really?
I was in the hospital for one night, and so I was released the next day. I was back at work from home within the first week.
Wow.
2 weeks in, and I was released to basically do everything I was doing before.
2 weeks?
Yeah. And, after that, I was traveling overseas for work within 5 weeks.
Wow.
So, I can tell you today, I'm about 7 weeks out. My surgery was April 3rd. I don't feel any different than I did before. I'm doing everything I was doing prior to the surgery. So, the experience has been one that has honestly been pretty positive.
Wow. You don't feel different, but you do feel like a hero. I hope you'd feel like that. I really do. And have you met do you meet The recipient, or is it up to them?
It's up to them, right?
Okay, got it.
Going in, they tell you that you may have the opportunity to meet your recipient. My wife and I kind of talked about this early on. That was never an expectation for us,
Sure.
right? Knowing just what that family may be going through, because my donation was to a child, and a young child, that we would be there if they wanted to meet.
Sure.
Otherwise, allow them that kind of process to heal and go through the trauma that they've had as a family with a young child that needed a liver.
A whole chance. I got to shake both of your hands.
Oh.
Unbelievable job.
Thank you.
I'm so honored to have you both here. And if you haven't, please sign up to be an organ donor. It is so vital and so important. All right, you can support organ donation and the incredible people like Bobby who are living donors. You can scan the QR code right now. It's on your screen. Take a screenshot if you need to. Be a part of the Transplant Games coming to Denver in June. Transplant Games is the largest celebration of life for living donors, transplant recipients, and donor families. So for more information, to donate, to get involved, to go, just to be a part of it, to the transplantgamesofamerica.org, or just scan the QR code on your screen right now. Thank you both. You're both have halos over your head. I really believe that.